study this. Some people are myopic, some people are patriotic, some people are this and that and this and that and that and that. These are the situations. This country are donating food for us. What happened to us? Most especially, as I always say, the food being consumed in this country is being produced by local farmers. And most of the local farmers have been chased from their ancestors due to insecurity. They are in the town. They have added the number of the population to the town. I remember in those days, if there is crisis in the town, people run to the village in order for safety. Now, if the people from the villages are running to town for safety, see, until they address this insecurity, we are still going to be facing these challenges of food shortage in our country.
Right.
Now, look at the president visit Qatar. When did Qatar become a country? In Qatar, they are not up to 3 million. And now you are looking for investment. Do you think the people don't know what's happening in Nigeria? They don't know about the looting, they don't know about the insecurity. How we invite them to come and invest? Welcome, Qatar. Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Selassie. Thank you for that contribution. Let's go on. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
how are you?
I'm very well.
My name is GB.
GB, is good to have you join us.
I believe you are doing good.
I'm well, thank God.
Yes. Ukraine is giving food to Nigeria. I don't think anything bad in that.
So
that's a bad situation. I don't see anything bad in that. I don't see anything outrageous in that.
Okay.
We have been buying wheat from Ukraine, and up to now we are still importing wheat because what we produce as wheat cannot satisfy the local consumption. So people are importing wheat. We are like a customer to them.
Okay.
I mean, the private industry, those are manufacturing flour, they are manufacturing green beer and others, and importing wheat from Ukraine. Even at this time, Nigeria has two challenges. And Ukraine look at that, look, for bilateral relationship, and because we are good, we are buying from them. That will give us some grain, some wheat. That doesn't bad in that. That doesn't outrageous. Or it is their shame because we are in a bad situation due to insecurity, challenges of farmer weather and the rest of things. And it's something we are going to surmount. It's not forever. Even though Ukraine is starting war, they are still exporting crude and petrol. They are still exporting grain all over the world. So they decide to give us grain because we are buying from them and to support us because we are in the country. I don't see anything bad in that.
Right.
Government should make sure that we work towards our own resources, create all year round farming, give farmers seed and the rest of it, give them support staff like extension staff to train the farmer how to have more yield and support fertilizer and a lot of things. I believe we get out of our challenges of food scarcity. Then the issue of our investment in inviting investors from Qatar. You have to market it, you have to get investors. The challenge is that these investors, as they are coming, we should know that they have a conducive environment for them to operate. Like our generation, it is a challenge for our investors. Nobody wants to come and spend all the capital on generating power or putting on those expenses. So we should make sure that atmosphere is conducive for investors to come in to drive their business, and also they are able to get their money out of Nigeria. The reason why I haven't done that such a problem is that when we put dollar today are still stuck in Nigeria. So the females they release all those who have done are still stuck in Nigeria. They're able to get it out. It encourages people to come and invest in Nigeria and bring their own dollar in Nigeria. Thank you for the time.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you so much for that contribution right there. All right, people, just give us a few minutes. Let's head out on a very short break, and when we get back, we'll keep up this conversation right from where we're letting it.
The good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080-3596-51 080-3596-5170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
Oops, sorry for the break in transmission.
Fire!
Stay, play, Eagles fresh hits.
102.3 Eagles FM. Are you ready for this?
Keep this frequency clear.
We're live.
I woke up with a feeling.
Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
All right, welcome back. You are still tuned into Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. You can count on. Let's keep the conversations coming. Hello, good. Oh no! Please do call us back. Hello, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning to you, Mata.
Yes, welcome. Omota Yo, am I right?
Bless you, ma. Very correct.
All right, it's good to have you join us on the show.
Yes, thank you so much. This is Omota reaching you from Ghana, Dimawa.
All right, it's good to have you.
Good morning to my very good brother, Salasi. I heard your voice. God bless you, my brother. You have spoken well. Mata. The three major, the problems of this country, Nigeria, summed up in just three major words are insecurity, corruption, and lawlessness. If you sum up the problem of this country in just three words, that's what you have: insecurity, corruption, and lawlessness. Insecurity. If you want to fight insecurity, if this government say they are actually working towards working for the people of Nigeria, making Nigeria well-being reasonable for them, then why is it so difficult for this government to go after those crooks who stole money in billions in the last administration? Is it because they are both APC and APC government? You can't touch them because they are the same government, under the same arm that brought you into power. So how then do you want to tell us to our face that you are fighting corruption, you are actually working towards elevating people from poverty? Meanwhile, what we feel is we being plunged into even worse poverty than before. Mata. The government of today, or the government in power today, they are so dehumanized us. They have so reduced us so much that a country like Nigeria that is not suffering a pandemic, like a pandemic crisis like that of COVID-19, or we are not fighting war currently in this country. You are talking about feeding your people. A population of how many million people? 300 million. You are talking about feeding them. There's no war. We're not fighting war. We are not going through a pandemic like COVID-19 that actually keeps us in our confinement, in our homes, where we can't go out and work for ourselves and earn a living and take care of our families, our children, and those that depend on us. You are talking about feeding us. Now, the food you want to give us that is less than a bag of rice. Will that food pay the school fees of our children? Will you buy fan for us to on in the house for breeze to blow us when we sleep? Will you buy carpet? Will you pay our NEPA bill? Will you pay our water board bill? Will you take us from here to work and back? To not do anything. Let us scrap out this idea of trying to feed the country. That is not the problem. Focus on that insecurity that is ravaging the country, that is making it impossible for farmers to go to farm and produce. Do you understand? That insecurity that is making it difficult for businessmen to do their business successfully from their business place and transport themselves back to work without being hijacked on the road and kidnapped. These are the things they should focus on. And then, secondly, this idea of going to beg foreign countries to come and invest in a matter. I asked Udoak Daniel during his show. I said, this a table is stand on 4 legs, a table where which you display your products for sale. You are a dealer of eggs, and then on the table where you display your eggs, your crates of eggs, the table is 40 on 2 of its legs. Now I asked a very good question. I said, Mata, will you actually display arrange the crates of egg on the table before you start fixing the table, or you will fix the table first, the two legs, before you arrange your crates on the table? Matter, please give me a sincere answer.
We already know. I guess we already know what it is.
Good. So if it is a logical answer, it's a rhetorical answer. Everybody knows that you have to fix the table first before you arrange the crates of egg on it. Now imagine a neighbor calling you, matter, as an investor, to come and actually display your crates of egg on that same table that he has not fixed, and you know that the two legs of it are shaking. Will you go and display your eggs on such table? The answer is very clear. So let us stop deceiving ourselves. Look, if you have not fixed insecurity, you have not fought corruption, those your people that stole in the last administration, people like I keep calling on him, Adi Sirika, he deceived us and he didn't pay me too much. He paid me too much. Nigerian Air that has never flew after that day. After that day it was launched, it never flew again in Nigeria. Such people collected billions for this reason, and they are working free. If you want to fight corruption, go back to those people. Stop hammering on a few people because of tribal politics. And then when you can deal with those people, you get more money. You don't need to borrow. You will get more money from those people who are stolen. They keep this money at the gutters of their house, stock away now, and they build the estate and lock this money in the estate. Use security guiding the house. Nobody's living in it. We know what they do.
All right. Thank you, Omotaya. We'll have to end it right there. Now, talking about the insecurity, letting farmers go and produce this thing. I saw an SBM intelligence report, and the title of that report was Levies and Lives. Levies and Lives. We'll probably talk about that report extensively tomorrow. It talked about how Nigerian farmers had to pay a certain amount of money to bandit in 3 years amidst the rising insecurity, just so that they can access their farmlands and produce food. Let's have this conversation. We will have that conversation tomorrow. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Mata.
Yes, welcome and thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much. This is Elder Boniface.
Elder, it's good to have you join us.
Thank you very much. Mata, I'm very, very much ashamed when I heard that a country that is in war are sending us relief material. It's very, very, very uncalled for. We are not fighting, and the people fighting are sending us food material. Please tell the government of Ukraine they should send us their soldiers to come and fight insecurity for us. That is the only problem we are having. Our farmers cannot go to farm. That is what is causing this shortage of food. If they should come and if they should restore security for us, in fact, we will be very grateful. Hence, our Nigerians, our government cannot fight. Let the Ukraine come and help us and fight insecurity. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much, Elder Boniface, for your contribution. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, my sister Martha. This is Alamin.
Alamin, good morning.
Martha, is it not funny? Nigeria is not fighting war. Absolutely. Boko Haram has been going around distributing biscuit and sweet. They've been going to the farmers and they're driving irrigation truck to the farmers so the farmer can irrigate their farm. These are not doing anything, only playing hide and seek with the people of the northeast. We're not fighting anyone in Nigeria. We are very peaceful. The farmer job is to willingly, stop farming because they have a lot of money. They are all millionaires. Their children are
Let's go on, Alamin.
So nobody wants to farm anymore. We are not fighting insecurity. I just want to say this. If you are not comfortable with it, you can approach the National Assembly, tell your rep to push that Nigeria should sever our bilateral relationship with Ukraine. That is the only way. Secondly, you should go and study what globalization, bilateral and multilateral relationship is about. And then thirdly, please, when they share it grain, do not collect it. Please don't accept it, reject it because it came from Ukraine. You don't need it. You don't need grain. So just go and farm so you can have your own dignity. But allow those people without dignity, you know, that really need it. Let them accept it. That is just the counsel I have. On the Katsina State government fixing 15 vehicles with 50 million. I want to commend the government of Katsina. I think that is the most prudent, you know, public account I have ever, in recent times. If you do the road calculation for those who are the vehicle owners, my own calculation, 50 million divided by 15. That is roughly about a little over 3 million spent on each car. How much do you buy a pair of brand new tires today? The cheapest car spare part, how much do you buy it from? So that is the best. I mean, when you talk of public accountability, if you were to be sustained, would be say 10 billion, 5 billion naira. But 50 million to 16 vehicles that are in total, you know, in a total mess. I mean, when you see an average police patrol van, you know how it is. It's like just like skeleton moving on the highway. So I want to commend the government, you know, for that prudent spending. You know, that is the best, you know, when you talk of public accountability, spending money judiciously, you know, which can be verified, like I said, from our calculation, each vehicle, they spend little over 3 million. So if you are a vehicle owner, you understand what I'm saying, that I mean, that is the best accountability you can have anywhere, as far as that report is concerned. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Alami, for that contribution right here. But yes, what Alami, according to Alami's contribution, we're placing side by side war and insurgency, which are two very different things, war and insurgency. But you know, those are Alamin's thoughts. Let me hear what yours are. Hello, good morning to you. Please turn down the volume of your radio. Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay.
Hello, good morning to you. Yes.
All what we are hearing inside the radio all the time. I'm so...
If you won't turn down the volume of your radio, I'll have to cut you right there. Turn down the volume of your radio. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, sir. Good morning, Madam Mata.
Good Olajide. I've been waiting to have you call.
You know, say this is my health challenge. I have serious health challenge, so every Wednesday I go for clinic, and I've not been very active like that.
But I hope you're feeling better, anyways.
I'm getting better.
All right, thank God.
Madam Speaker, what is wrong? If you don't have something and somebody come and give you, and you now say that person is better than you to give you, are you better than that person to collect from the person? See, Alani has spoken. You see, we are in a global world. Are you getting it now? We are multilateral bilateral relations between country to country. Are you getting it now? If Ukraine feels that they can give us game, what is shame in it? Nigeria construct rain from here to day. Was it shame? They gave multi-billion naira to the jail. There are so many African countries we are sponsoring. We are paying them. Is it shame when we are doing that? And let's not forget that this country is just Nigeria does this.
Hello, Olajide, are you there? Hello? Oh no, I guess the network is pretty poor from over there. Please keep it coming through. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hi, so how are you doing today?
I'm fine, good morning.
All right. I'm very well, thank you.
My name is So. Sometimes I keep wondering, it's laughable how people think or maybe feel, maybe just because you are being favored in one way or the other, and you feel those things are right. Just because people don't complain doesn't make it right. What matter the Ukraine, hello?
Yes, I'm with you, so.
The Ukraine that want to give us a helping hand. What is their land? What is the total Ukraine? What is the square meter? The land square meters and everything, and the population of that Ukraine. What Benue and Niger can feed the whole country and even export. Just two states in this country, Benue and Niger, can feed us and see exports. you have not found out the root cause of the problem. You want to go, first of all, we've been borrowing money. Now it has not gone to the point that we have to start asking for what we can eat. So after eating the food, what next? What is the root cause of the problem? Is that how we keep borrowing to feed? We have not fixed the root cause of the problem. We are borrowing to feed. What is Ukraine? What do they produce? What do they have? Only 2 states in this country can produce, can feed the whole nation. In fact, it's a shame for me. It's a shame for the Minister of Agriculture. It's a shame for the Minister of Defense for them to watch under their watch. Like we cannot do anything. Farmers cannot go to farm. We cannot do anything. All of us are sitting in Abuja, pretending all is way. Driving SUV, moving around, everyone pretending all is way. They're asking for Ukraine for help. It's a shame. For me, it's a shame. Like a total shame. However you want to describe it, however you want to define it, it is a shame and a big shame. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Soso, for joining us right there. Now, let's take a few messages before we head out of this hour. We have Ogonaya. Let's pause on that voice note here. This one says, good morning, Martha. This is James from Suleja. Hi, James. How are you doing today? He says, Ukraine battling a brutal war to keep its nation together and still donating grains to Nigeria is embarrassing. Whether people share the same thoughts or not. No one is saying it is bad, neither questioning their motive. People are only pointing out how, despite the war in Ukraine and the dire situation they are in, their system still works and their production and economy is still functioning. Exactly the point. Now, it is embarrassing that ordinary insecurity is greatly affecting agriculture, and yet there is no clear-cut action from the government on the way forward or how they are tackling the issues. Many farmers are paying heavy taxes to bandits just to farm their own land. Martha, I know someone who has had to abandon farm investment in more than 3 locations, running into tons of millions, most recently in Manchuk, Plateau State. The guy has sworn never to attempt anything related to farming and agriculture ever again. It is insulting for someone to sit in the front of his house and claim farmers now choose not to farm simply because they are now millionaires and comfortable. I dare him to come to some of the bush markets in Niger State here and run his mouth. That one is from James, and this one says, good morning, my beautiful sister Martha. That's Hundu, of course. Tinubu should return home now and stop looking for foreign investors. Buhari looked for foreign investors for 8 years. How many did he get? None. If Tinubu can't stop insecurity, no investor will bring their hard-earned money. Farmers are afraid to go to farm for fear of being killed. This is Tekimbi Hundu from Karo Local Government, Nasarawa State. There we have it. Let's take a few more calls and then we play Ogonaya's voice note. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello. My name is
GB, quickly.
I'm wondering about the dealer value that Ukraine is giving us grain. Well, we are not concerned that for ages and up to now, we are importing from Ukraine, which we see that's the gadget as a clock order, we are even importing from them. So I'm concerned that, okay, if we can import from them and buy from them, what is wrong with them giving us some extra to take this along? If we are against us taking from it, let's be against importing. I mean, we are not happy about the situation, but still, I don't think that it's really abnormal for Ukraine to give us grain. If you can import from them, even in the world class, what to do, Ukraine is
all right, we have to cut you right there because we have other people on the line. Now, the point is, just like James has said, and I think I share the same sentiment with James, the issue is not that the grains are being collected from Ukraine. That's not the issue. Because, of course, if you're lacking in a certain area, you should be able to look out to other nations. And that's why we have this bilateral agreement that allows us to relate with other countries of the world in this regard. Right. Now, the issue is not that we collected the grains. The issue is, how is a country that is war-torn? They just recently, they were in an entire war situation with Russia, the back and forth going on right there. How is a country that just recently experienced war, how is such a country able to still reach out to another country? There's something right there. So every other thing can suffer, but how are they still able to maintain stability in the area of food? So much so that they can lend out to other nations. I think this is where most of the people who quite disagree with Ukraine giving food to Nigeria, I think this is the point they're coming from. At least James have mentioned that, and I think I share the same sentiments with James. Now we have Joyce says, Martha, good morning. How are you sure these grains are not expired? It's so disheartening, Martha. Yes, it is disheartening, but do grains expire? I don't know. They're farm produces. If they're bad, you'd get to see that they're bad. I don't know if expiry is something that is, common with farm produces. But yes, this is where we find ourselves right now, and at this moment. This is where we are at this moment. For something like insecurity to stop the production of food. Remember, I always say it here, in the 1960s, 1970s, agriculture was one of the mainstay of Nigeria. We exported to other countries foods like maize and yam, which we are one of the highest producers of. We were able to reach out to other countries with these things. Maybe if we tackle the security situation, we can just deal with the area of food and we become masters in this area. Then we can look to other areas where, we will also be able to benefit from. All right. I think it's time. Let's play this voice note quickly before we head out.
Mata, good morning. This is Ugwemia speaking. Hope you are good. Let me just go straight to the point. First of all, concerning what P2B, His Excellency said about Ukraine donating food or grains to us, we Nigerians. Sometimes I do regret of being in Nigeria. At this point, who's supposed to help over here? Ukraine or Nigeria? That's just the question. Like, who's supposed to help now? Like now, there war, nothing, just hunger. Yet Ukraine there war for almost his last year, getting to a year now. Stretching hand to help us, and the thing that is Nigeria. God. About the Castina state government repairing cars with 50 million. God. What's going on? Okay, wait.
All right, I think we have to cut it right there. Thank you so much for all of you coming through and for your contributions right here. We really appreciate your takes. I'm sorry we'll not be able to take some of the messages. Okay, let's take this last one. It says, Mata, please, can you tell me the difference between insurgency and war? I'm interested in knowing the difference, please. Seems by your logic, insurgency does not in any way impact the economic situation of the country, but war does. Let me remind people that despite our insecurity, Nigeria has made more economic impact in neighboring Niger. Can we also put in perspective? Alamin from Gwarimpa. Well, Alamin, I would put that back to you. Do your research. The Google is there to help us. Do your research. Find out what the difference between insurgency and war is. Then you can also study Gaza, the war in Gaza, and now help me compare what is happening in Gaza and the insecurity in Nigeria. Compare the both. When you've successfully done that, then I'm sure you'd know exactly what the difference between insurgency and war is exactly. We do not pray for war, but we can tackle insurgency. It is possible, and we're looking up to our government to help us do that as much as possible. They're doing what they can already, but more can be done. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Eagles 102.3 FM. I appreciate having you every single time. The next hour, we're talking about the city of Abuja. Please keep it locked in with me. I will definitely be right back.
Good tunes just don't stop.
The good tunes just don't stop. Eagles